Boys, so Fantastic Pixel Castle. If you guys are not familiar with who this is Ghost Crawler's new team. You know, the guy that was in charge of running the Riot MMO, but then left and started his own thing and has been doing his own MMO with like this super elite team of experienced, reputable members. Well, that game, that MMO is called, well, its code name is called Ghost right now. They just uploaded an update video, prototype gameplay update, and I have no idea. I was linked this video, but I want to see it. They just uploaded this 3 hours ago, and I have been invited to test this game next year. So I'm actually super excited about this, but let's watch.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Greg Street. I'm the studio head for Fantastic Pixel Castle. We are making a fantasy MMO RPG codenamed Ghost. One of our studio's values is to partner with players. So as we approach the end of 2024, we want to show you what Ghost currently looks like and where it's headed. Now, you may not be used to seeing a game quite this early. AAA games almost never show gameplay until they have a lot of art in place. We are going to show you actual players playing the game, but a lot of temporary Unreal Marketplace content.
Okay.
You're going to see some rough edges.
Okay.
But if we don't show the game early, we won't have sufficient time to react to your feedback. So we're pulling off the Band-Aid today.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Here at FPC, we love MMOs.
Wait. I just want to sit here and break down this little thing here, man. I mean, I think we can confirm warrior class, right, guys? I mean, this is not what that is. Either warrior or assassin. Looks like a warrior, sir.
Here at FPC, we love MMOs, and we're not intending to fix what isn't broken. You'll find a lot of what you love about the genre.
Good.
But you won't see a lot of that in the game yet, because we're focusing in the areas where we do want to innovate. In particular, we think we could do better than level up questing zones.
Okay, Fantastic Pixel Castle, if you guys ever do watch this video, if I may, some constructive criticism, invest in an Elgato prompter. It's a prompter that has the script come up, right? But the camera is directly behind the actual prompt, or the you know, it's hard to describe, but if you Google it, you'll see it, and it's amazing because like the whole eye thing. Right? Like the whole eye thing. It's like, check it out.
Zones that you blast through and never visit again. In Ghost, you'll move among 3 different types of zones as you level up and for endgame. The central city, private blue zones that are different every time, and public red zones that are handcrafted.
See, this is like, I'm not going to explain this whole system. I would encourage you guys to check out their website if you're interested in the system. I'm just not 100% sold on this blue-red system. I gotta see it. It's a very, very different system. I'm just not sure how it's gonna work because I cannot like actually imagine it, I guess.
Our central social hub is the last bastion of civilization, a city floating amid a drift of the remains of the world. It is here you will need to help rebuild after some really bad things happened in the recent past.
Okay.
When you look up into the sky, you could see thousands of floating shards, each offering the promise of a new adventure. Our city, as in many MMOs, is the social hub, but currently it's just a place where you group up before heading out into the shards. You'll see playtesters choose some pretty generic classes in-game. For our prototype, we built placeholder versions of a tank, melee, ranged, and a healer. Eventually, you plan to have many classes.
Wait, I gotta see that again.
As in many MMOs, is the social hub, but currently it's just a place where you group.
Why, bro? Why is it? Man, the AOC haters are gonna come out again. I'm telling you, I genuinely think Astro's Creation is a fun game and it's got potential. But for whatever reason, a lot of people that watch my YouTube videos but don't watch me on Twitch think I just shit on the game. I don't. But why does it?
Our city, as in many
Why is it that Ghost Crawler's MMO that is not even like, it was literally started like 4 hours ago? Okay? That's right. Literally started 4 hours ago. Already has way better movement, model movement than AOC. Guys, look, this looks way better. This looks way better. Dude, I'm sorry. I have to say, man, dude, my AOC character looks like he needs to take a shit every time he runs in the world.
Place we group up before heading out into the stars.
This looks pretty
You'll see
good.
playtesters choose with some pretty generic
This looks pretty good.
For a prototype we built.
Also, I kind of like the way he looks. You see that like Western cartoony art style. I mean, I don't know if there's any substance
Placeholder
here. If
versions
this
of a
is
tank.
just like some random model, or if this is going to actually kind of be the art style, but I'm okay with it if it is.
Melee range and a healer. Eventually, you plan to have many classes, including some that are pretty out there.
This looks pretty cool. Bro, what is this scorpion, jacked, roided out scorpion warrior class? What is this? I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm playing this class right here. And this class right here, I can tell you this right now, this class is going to have some crazy good costumes. Listen, boys, fantastic Pixel Castle Coast Crawler. You are going to make bank off of this character right here. I don't know who that is. That's your moneymaker.
Eventually, you plan to have many
She looks great.
classes, including some that are pretty out there. After players have grouped up, they'll head off to different blue zones. Blue zones are designed for small groups, ideally you and your friends. They're different every time, meaning you won't know what combination of enemies, allies, and objectives you'll get, or even what the map will look like. They emphasize exploration. In blue zones, the focus is on you. If you kill a boss, it stays dead. If you find a treasure chest, it's yours to take. There aren't other players around except for those you've invited.
Tell me this, bro. I got it.
Designed for small groups, ideally you and your friends. They're different every time, meaning you won't know what combination of enemies, allies, and objectives you'll get, or even what the map will look like. They emphasize exploration. In blue zones, the focus is on you. If you kill a boss, it stays dead. If you find a treasure chest, it's yours to take. There aren't other players around except for those you've invited. While our blue zone game footage has a lot of placeholder art, shards and ghosts are from diverse biomes. And we want to show you concept art for one of these biomes that we've named the Witchwood. Our design is to evoke the spooky pine forest of Northern Europe. I describe it as mid.
It looks, yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, that is definitely the vibe that I'm getting.
Baba Yaga.
Aesthetically.
Each blue zone will have a main objective and several optional objectives, which your group can complete in many different ways. In addition to the RPG staple of fighting, you can talk to NPCs, gather resources, or build structures to help accomplish your goals.
Is it just me, or does it sound like there's like two different songs that are overlapping each other right now?
Our current blue zones take about an hour to complete, but we plan to experiment with blue zones of different sizes and durations. Completing a blue zone will provide you with experiment with structures to help accomplish your goals. Our current blue zones take about an hour to complete, but we plan to experiment with blue zones of different sizes and durations. Completing a blue zone will provide you with rewards appropriate for the difficulty level and the number of optional objectives you've completed. Once the smaller groups of players complete their blue zones,
wow, so this is interesting. This is what the MMOs look like when they're bare bones, huh?
They're back at the city and group up for a more epic challenge, a red zone boss. While blue zones are private for you and your friends, red zones are more traditional MMO areas, where you'll see lots of other players, including strangers, and the challenges you'll face benefit from having larger groups. Red zones are handcrafted and intended to be epic and dynamic. While the geography of the zone itself will be the same on every visit,
bro, this looks good.
Everything else, from objectives to NPC locations, may change frequently. In Ghost, the main story will take you back and forth between red and blue zones, and as you reach endgame, you can decide which kind of map makes the most sense for you based on the rewards you're seeking. The red zone experience you'll see here is very abbreviated. It's just players grouping up to kill a challenging world boss. But it does require the group to coordinate, heal, and deal with ads. While it's still very early, in this footage you're seeing some of the team's artwork and get a better idea for what the game will look like when it's done. We're big fans of dungeons and raids, and they'll definitely be part of Ghost, along with endgame blue and red zones. And now that the boss has fallen, we wrap up our playtest another important step. We ask all of the participants for their feedback about what's working and what's not quite there yet. This will inform the...
What does this combat look to you guys? This definitely looks tab targeting, yeah? Maybe a couple of skill shots here and there, but definitely tab targeting.
Next round of work we do, there's artwork. You'll definitely get a better idea for what the game will look like when it's done.
I mean, the binds right here, it's 5-6 BH for that, and the abilities right here, RE1Q.
We're big fans of Dungeons and
Wow.
Raids, and they'll definitely be part of Ghost, along with Endgame Blue and Red Zones. And now that the boss has fallen, we wrap up our playtest with another important step. We ask all of the participants for their feedback about what's working and what's not quite there yet. This will inform the next round of work we do on the game. So yeah, we aren't here to announce a release date. We still have a few years to go, but we also hope we can move faster.
He said a few years to go. So this game is actually coming out before Ashes of Creation. That's crazy. Expected, but crazy.
Than traditional MMO development. Thanks for watching. We have something really special, and we'll share more soon.
That's sick. I can't wait. I'm excited to check this game out. Hopefully I'm going to be able to test it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be testing it next year, but you never know with these things.